Hello LEGO fans, I'm Travis and welcome back to another excellent vintage Star Wars set review on Brick Showcase. Today I enthusiastically showcase the LEGO Star Wars Boba Fett Starship Slave 1, set 7144, from the year 2000. Originally, it is from Star Wars, Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back movie. Although, it does now also featured in the Book of Boba Fett television series. It was also in the Episode 2 movie, Attack of the Clones. This set is from the early wave of LEGO Star Wars sets, and another great scene from the Empire Strikes Back movie. This goes together well with the Star Wars sets from the same movie. These first wave original sets have recently had their value skyrocket on the secondary market. The spaceship is from the Empire Strikes Back movie. On Bespin Cloud City, where Han Solo is frozen in carbonite by Darth Vader and the Imperial forces. The frozen Han Solo in carbonite is now being taken away by the bounty hunter Boba Fett. He will be transported to Tatooine to the crime lord Jabba the Hutt. The set has 166 pieces and comes with the very first Boba Fett minifigure. It was the only way to buy Boba Fett at the time of release. Also included is a printed column piece of Han Solo frozen in carbonite, which was an excellent inclusion from LEGO at the time. Over 20 years, there have since been several Boba Fett Starship Slave 1 models. These range in size and detail from the UCS model to the microfighter range. There are so many different variations available, and each coming with different additional minifigures. However, this is the nostalgic and first original Boba Fett Starship Slave 1 set ever made. So much of a desired and sought-after item. Starting with the front of the box where we have Boba Fett Starship Slave 1 depicting the set. Here Boba Fett is sitting inside the starship. The original Star Wars LEGO logo is on the top right corner. Notice the background is the image of the Cloud City. At the bottom of the box, there is another image of Boba Fett and Han Solo frozen in carbonite. As always with all these older sets, the back of the box shows a broken or vehicle being repaired. This image is of Boba Fett Starship. Here the tilting mechanism of the wings is being shown, which we will look at later in the main build. It changes from the horizontal to the vertical position. Below there's some unusual alternate builds. As I mentioned before in previous reviews, I don't think anyone even makes these as the set is bought for the actual main model. These bizarre alternate builds are fabricated and do not even feature in the Star Wars movies. There is what looks to be a hideout, a science laboratory, and an alternative spaceship. If you like this review so far, then please like and subscribe as it really helps to make new content. This side of the box shows the play features of the set. It has Boba Fett sitting in the cockpit in the two different orientations, as you can in this model. He can sit either vertically or horizontally. There is also an image of the characters outside the starship. The other side shows further images of the play features of the set. Here there are two different images of Boba Fett loading the carbonite in the cargo bay. In the center, there is an image of the two characters. If we move to look at part of the building instructions manual, which has the same consistent image as the front of the box. Then on the first page, we have the Boba Fett minifigure with the start of the build. Notice that the helmet and jetpack for Boba Fett is one molded piece. Even the instruction numbers have the Mandalorian symbol of the mythosaur. These building's instructions contain images from the Empire Strikes Back movie, which is an excellent detailed touch that unfortunately they do not do anymore. At the back of the instructions manual shows a great image of Boba Fett from the movie. The entire set can be built in just 29 steps. If we move on to look at the two characters, here we have Han Solo frozen in carbonite. This is a black column piece that is printed with a small tile piece to show the electronic console. Although a real Lego minifigure is wider than 2 studs, it captures the scene really well. This was novel for Lego at the time. You can just imagine Han Solo from the movie being frozen. Obviously, the carbonite freezing feature is depicted much better in newer, modern sets. The Boba Fett minifigure is excellent for its time, having nice printing on the helmet and torso. This really adds to the detail of this minifigure. It has gray torso and legs, a black head, and then a green helmet and jetpack. The blaster represented a black megaphone with an orange stud. Lego were unsure about using molded firearms in sets at the time, so it was a good improvisation. The newer, modern Boba Fett minifigures also have printing on the legs and arms, so look much better and genuine with a fabric cape. They also have a better blaster. The rarest Boba Fett being the minifigure in the Cloud City set. Though this minifigure was the first Boba Fett ever made and a revelation for its time. The set could have also come with another minifigure such as a Stormtrooper or Cloud City character. This would have added to the playability. The modern sets now do come with more minifigures. If you like this review so far, then please like and subscribe, as it really helps to make new content. If we look at Boba Fett Starship Slave 1 vehicle, as with the models of this time, it is very simple. It is square and blocky, with exposed studs, but this is how models were at the time. It does not really represent the contours and shape of Boba Fett's Starship Slave 1, but we know what it is supposed to be. The fact you could actually buy Star Wars sets at that time was impressive itself. The brick colors used are black, dark gray, light gray, brown, green, and sand color. Not an accurate color match to the actual spaceship, and it is good enough. As it is an early model, there are no curved mold pieces used. Instead, it uses many different types of sloping pieces in gray, brown, and green. This is to try and give it the sleek and aerodynamic look. There are green sloping pieces to create an arch around the wings. The wings are tan arch pieces with brown grill tiles and held together using Technic pieces to have a tilting mechanism. The back of the spaceship has the brown sloping pieces. The model has a small cockpit to fit only one minifigure. The cockpit has 2 transparent panels on a hinge. As you can see, the cockpit is small and has 4 printed tile pieces as consoles to fly the spaceship. The front uses the sloping pieces again to try and give it the sleek look. Again, there are green sloping pieces to create an arch around the wings. The wings are tan arch pieces with brown grill tiles and held together using Technic pieces to have a tilting mechanism. The long tail spine is composed of gray and green sloping pieces, which then has 2 black rotating gun turrets. Here we can see how the gun turrets can rotate and move. The back has green and brown sloping pieces. There is a hinge at the back, so a long green piece can be lowered to reveal the cargo bay, which is conveniently just the right size to fit the Han Solo in carbonite. This is an excellent play feature that Lego have included here. It really does add more fun and playability this way. Here we can see the tilting wings of the spaceship. They are held together by Technic pieces into the main body of the spaceship. The rotating aspect is due to gravity in the orientation the spaceship is held. It is a nice, quick, and clever feature. Although it has now changed with modern and newer sets, at the time it was a nice addition to have. The back of the spaceship has 5 orange discs to indicate the thrusters. Again, nice for Lego to include these, so it looks like the spaceship in the movie. Here is a quick look over the spaceship. As you can see, it is very blocky and square. There are many exposed studs. It does not look very aerodynamic or smooth. Overall, it is a basic model with not a lot of detail. The model simply represents the vehicle in the actual movie. It is easy to build. To actually buy a Lego version of Boba Fett's Starship Slave One at that time period was impressive. So, there we have it, Lego Star Wars, Boba Fett Starship Slave One, set 7144 from the year 2000. Overall, this is not the best Lego Boba Fett Starship Slave One model, but it is the original, and you would buy it as it is a sought-after collector's item, being the first and original. It also comes with the first Boba Fett figure. The set does not really depict the Boba Fett Starship Slave One as well as Lego have now done with newer, modern versions. Boba Fett Starship Slave One models have been made and remade numerous times over the years. There is now a microfighter set, and going all the way to the huge UCS model. The UCS model is for Star Wars fans and an authentic representation of the vehicle. However, I'd recommend this vintage set to anyone who's looking for the original Star Wars sets for their collection. Thanks for watching. Please put in the comments below of any vintage Lego themes you would like to see. Please remember to like and subscribe, and we will see you at the next Brick Showcase. Finally, a big thank you to all the new subscribers.